Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Ashley Harwood with Move Over Extroverts, and I'm joined today by another redhead, Katie, who's going to be talking to us about web design to get more clients. So, Katie, take it away.
Thank you, Ashley. So, hi everyone. My name is Katie. I am the owner and founder of a web design studio exclusively for women in real estate, and it's called Simply by Katie. Today, I want to talk about why a high converting website is so important in your real estate business and three tips that you can implement today to get more clients, which is something that we all want.
Oh, yeah.
Um, So the reason why I believe that high converting website is so important in real estate and for introverts in particular is because there's a lot of noise out there right now. And there's a lot of distractions on getting ideal clients' attention. So if you're trying to market your business, you're going to see all these different strategies. So, for example, like Instagram strategies are always coming up. You can sign up for all these email lists and it kind of bombards you. And I think that social media like Instagram and say you're building a referral-based business in your real estate business, it can all lead to a strategic website that can become this 24/7 selling machine for you. So
I
let's
like
just
the sound of that.
yeah, right. So let's get right into the three tips that I suggest to implement. And these are a little bit more, they're for everyone in real estate who wants a website, but for more in particular, I really wanted to tailor it to introverts because I know that we have this superpower where we're always listening, where we build these really deep, authentic connections with people. And I think that's kind of the secret power in exploding real estate, in exploding your real estate business. So, the first tip that I want to talk about is about having a personalized website. So, for example, if you were to just pull up your homepage, scroll down a little bit, you don't even need to go to the bottom, but pretty quickly you can see there, wait, does this feel like me? Look at the photos. Are they kind of like when I go on different real estate websites just to do my research, a lot of times there'll be this huge team photo and everyone's kind of standing very perfectly, which is fine if that's their professional brand. But if you're just copying it just because it feels like that's what you should be doing, I feel like when people get on your website, they're not going to instantly connect with you, or they're going to have to dig a little bit deeper to find out, okay, why should I work with this agent, or why should I trust this brokerage with this huge decision in my life? Um, so first is the photos, and it really helps having branded photos, working with someone who kind of knows um, the specifics on like posing and feeling natural, and they're gonna make you look your best. And then you're also gonna look at the way that you're talking or coming across on the website. So, like when you read a little bit of your copy, does it feel like you? Does it feel like you're having a conversation with this potential client? Because realistically, and I guess ideally, when someone lands on your website, you want them to book with you. And by the time that they have this first interaction with you, they feel like they already know you because of this the legwork that you initially put into this design and strategy of your website. So I would just recommend setting a quick little timer, 10 minutes, go on your homepage and just look at those two little things. Look at the photos. Do they feel like you? Or are they feeling like an older version of you? Or maybe you're trying to niche into luxury. Maybe you're niching into another section of real estate and you want to convey that. You want to be the go-to person that people are like, yes, I'm going to recommend her. I want to work with her. She knows her stuff. Um, yeah, so just do
Yeah.
that really quickly. It doesn't take a lot of time, but that really gives you a starting point for where you need to go next with your website. The second tip is all about having a simple design. Too often, I think that when you're putting together a website, it feels like, okay, I need to have this many photos, or you're kind of looking at other websites for inspiration. and kind of copying it, so to speak. So maybe it's not in line with your strategy or your business goals. For example, a lot of times I'll go on a website and as soon as you get on it, it just feels like very cluttered. There's too many photos there. There's way too much stuff to read. And then at the end of I see all this stuff that I need to read. I'm like, no, I'm gonna leave. So building your website with that in mind on how someone wants to interact with your website and just knowing that having this more cluttered and my kind of tip is always when you feel like you have enough white space like on your website, you need more because
That's a
it's
good tip.
right, it's gonna create this more seamless design, and then the things that you really want to catch their attention, they're gonna go directly to. So for example, they go on your homepage, they see your banner, it says you can help them. And then right there, they can click and contact with you, or maybe they're not quite ready yet and they want to learn a little bit more. So they scroll down. And then like automatically they get to see this next part of your process. Okay, what is it like to work with us? What is the team like? Who am I as a real estate agent? It's right there for them and it's already answering maybe their top 3 questions, bam, 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 answered for them right away. And they're able to contact you. Or maybe you want to have them part of your database so you can keep them and keep in touch with them, keep in contact with them, and having that freebie really easy there and just not, I guess, not too much stuff everywhere. Just have it very simple. And the things that you really want to grab their attention, that's where that space needs to be dedicated to. So kind of the same thing. I suggest just take that same 10-minute timer, just restart it and kind of look at your home page and see, okay, does it feel like there's too many pictures on here? Do I have wall to wall text that I have to scroll, scroll, scroll? And can I find what are the top 3 questions that I get all the time? And like, can I easily identify that if I'm just coming to my website? Sort of thing. Um, I
Awesome.
feel
No,
like
I,
that's
I
a
do
lot of
have a
info.
question for you. No, that was good.
Yeah.
I do have a question. Do you recommend people doing this audit, this 10 minutes on a laptop or a phone or both?
I would say both. And well, actually, it really depends on your user coming to. So I feel like a lot of people are going to be scrolling on their phone to look up, like say they're on Instagram. So then they're clicking on your Instagram to contact you. It leads to their website. So yeah, do the audit first, probably on your mobile, and then do it on the desktop. But that'd just be like an extra step. It's really just on the device that your ideal audience is coming on to, so you can make sure that it's optimized for them. Yeah. Um, okay, and then my last tip that I have is all about automating your process on your website. So like having testimonials that people are going to read and like, yeah, I absolutely have to work with them. Having that strategically through your web page, like on the home page, on your services page, on the about page. But these are a little bit more beyond than say like Ashley did such an amazing job. I would recommend her. Like that's a good testimonial, but we want to ramp it up even more and be like, let me think of something here. Ashley was incredible to work with. She knew our area and she educated us through the process. I'd recommend her to anyone. Just
Like
like
more
really,
specific.
yeah, and like really speak to the fears
Hmm.
of that ideal client before they came to you. What were they really struggling with? What was it like to work with you? And then kind of top it off with, I would 100% recommend her again. And then, yeah, people are going to be really excited to work with you.
Awesome.
And then another thing that you could do when automating your process is I love embedding contact forms, but doing it a little bit more than just name, email, phone number, just adding like 2 questions where you get a little bit more information so that whether you meet them in person or you're hopping on a call with them, you know a little bit of background information about what they're looking for. And it kind of deters anyone who's not as serious to be working with you because our time is very precious.
Yeah, so it's like pre-qualifying a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Smart. So what types of questions should we be adding?
Things like, where are you in your home buying journey? Are you a first time owner, home buy? I can't even think of the term now, home owner.
First time buyer.
First time buyer, that's it. Um, it could be just really simple because we want it to be maximum 5 questions because otherwise they're not gonna, we want it to be simple. We don't want it to be overwhelming. And it could even be like, what are you hoping to achieve from our meeting? So then you can hopefully show up to that meeting a little bit more prepared and kind of wow them with having kind of different education points there.
I love that.
Yeah. Though that's basically my three
Those are
tips.
your three tips. That's excellent. Thank you so much. And how can people reach you if they want to? Tell us about the services you provide and how
Yeah.
can people get in touch if they want to work with you?
Yeah. So, the easiest way is just on my website. It's www.simplybykatie.com, and it's filling out a booking inquiry form. And then you kind of go to the next steps, and that's where we kind of talk about your website and your business goals. So my web design process is a 4-part process. I really approached web design a little bit differently because I build it with the strategy first in mind. So before I design anything, I go back to your goals in your business and what you want to reach within the next year with your website. So say you want to be landing like double the amount of clients that you want to get. And so everything on your website, every decision that we make together is going to be for that specific goal. We're going to help you double your clients. Or say you want to grow your database and educate people. So we're going to make sure that's front and center so that people are downloading your freebie, getting on your email list. And then once the strategy part is done, which is actually my favorite part because I don't know, I think the introvert in me loves it because I'm on the computer, I'm doing all this research, I'm seeing what like your ideal client, okay, how are they going to interact with? And it's like a puzzle. I'm putting together a puzzle.
I'm
So
sure.
so once the strategy part has all been confirmed and is in place, we move on to the design phase. We actually get to see all the design features, so like buttons, the actual mock-up of the website. And it's really fun because you get to interact with it and see how it'd look once it's actually developed and up on the platform. So once that's signed off, we go into the development phase, which is just basically all about me building it. I build exclusively in Squarespace because I love how easy it is and user-friendly it is. You don't need to know a lot of code. You don't need to like have a bajillion plugins on the back end. And like I love that I'm just able to hand it off and my clients feel empowered and they don't feel like they're gonna break the website.
I agree. I host on Squarespace as well, and it's so user friendly. It's great.
Right. I know, I love it. And I find like for me as a designer, I'm able to design these beautiful websites still. And it's not like crazy to hand off. And I love doing an educational piece. So before I hand off the website and we launch it, I do a lot of testing, make all the buttons are working, make sure the links are linking where they need to go, and making sure that it's optimized for both mobile and desktop, because that's important. And then I record a bunch of training videos. So if you want to know how to like update your blog, you can do that. Or if you need to add a new page or update a link, I love to educate and empower my clients to do that on their own.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, this was great. Thank you so much for your insights. And everyone, be sure to check out Katie's website, book a call with her if you're thinking about revamping your website or starting from scratch. And yeah, go implement those tips. Take 10 minutes, look at your website. Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.